It's another Transformer Tuesday, and once again, Hasbro Pulse drops in our lap some new Transformer product. We were talking about it just a couple of days ago because of the teaser that they put out, the Transformers Collaborative Jurassic Park mashup, whatever you want to call it. It has been officially revealed to us. All our questions have been answered, and here we go. It is up on Amazon right now. The Transformers Generation Collaborative Jurassic Park mashup, Tyrannocon Rex, and Autobot JP93. It is a 2-pack as we had predicted, and of course it is also a 2-pack that features the Tyrannosaurus Rex Rexy and the Ford Explorer Jurassic Park vehicle. And they both transform. Now, let's get into the little dirty specifics of it because it's very interesting what's going on here. So, yes, it is indeed a 2-pack. It does feature a Kingdom Megatron that has been retooled and repainted into the iconic first Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex movie, Rexy. It has a whole bunch of new paint deco all over it and a brand new head sculpt on the robot mode. Which makes me beg a whole bunch of questions. What was that story with that smiling, grinning Megatron head that we saw? Was that intended for T-Rex, the Target exclusive, and everything just got messed up? Probably. We'll probably never know. Either way, this is a brand new head sculpt. I swear when I look at it, it's like if you took G1 Starscream's head sculpt and G1 Grimlock and you had some kind of weird fusion marriage of it, you'd have what this character is. It's very funny because it has like the Starscream robot mode vents on the side, but then when you get closer to like the chin and the actual base of the helmet itself, it's very G1 Grimlock. Very weird fusion of the two. Very weird. The choice of red for the robot mode probably wouldn't have been my first choice. It really makes it pop in a lot of ways, but I guess that's the colors they want to went with. I think the alt mode though is absolutely incredible. The paint deco on it, even the way that the pupils and the inside of the dino mouth, very nice, looks really good. I'm really happy with the final result for the Rexy. Otherwise, again, the Tyrannocon Rex, as they call it here. Then let's get to the Ford Explorer, the Autobot JP93. Now, a lot of people have been debating, first of all, before we knew about this, what it might have been a retool of. Some people were saying, oh, they were going to take, maybe the Hoist mold or the Trailbreaker mold from Earthrise, or maybe the Hound mold from Siege, and just do the crazy retooling that has been done already in the past. Look what they did. Ectotron came from Onslaught, which is amazing when you think about it. Or they made a DeLorean out of a Lamborghini in the case of, the Back to the Future one. It's incredible what they did with those. When I look at this one, I don't see anything that's existed previously. I mean, some people speculate that it could be the Datsuns. The DNA of the Datsuns. I don't see it really. The hips are different. The shoulders are different. The forearms are different. Like, there's nothing really that tells me that the Datsun mold, like the Earthrise Datsun molds are. Some people think it's the Studio Series Jazz, again, using that same kind of DNA of a transformation. I don't see it. The way that the mushroom for the hip, like the mushroom clip for it isn't, I don't see it there. I just really think because of the way its transformation is done, and we've seen it so many times in Transformers, the chest becomes, the front of the car and the back becomes the legs. It just has that engineering and DNA that we've seen so many times before with Transformers that, dare I say, this is just a brand new sculpt from the head up, and it just has so many similarities of what we've seen in the past that we're trying to find something that this might have been a retool from. This is just probably something that, the Ford Explorer and Ford in general are just like, hey, we're going to do something from the ground up. And I mean, honestly, when I look at it, I see Transformers Armada Red Alert. And the funny thing is Transformers Armada Red Alert wasn't even a Ford Explorer. It was a Nissan Rescue SUV from like geez, I think like 2000, 1999. So it has similarities to that. Now, I don't think they're going to use this mold in the future for an Armada Red Alert. I think that an Armada Red Alert that we will get in the future will probably be its own thing. But this is fascinating what they've done here. The head sculpt, and this is just my opinion, but I think they're trying to channel Dr. Alan Grant with his hat. That's what, and his shades. That's what I think they're going with the robot mode head here. I could be wrong. I'm not a Jurassic Park expert. I just remember that character and that visual look for that robot mode head. It's the same thing. I look at the T-Rex head, and I don't really know what they're going with there. I just see Starscream meets Grimlock. With the JP93 Ford Explorer here, I see something else. But it looks great. It looks really good. Again, I'm getting this. You know, if they legit took Armada Red Alert and gave it like the Jurassic Park treatment, gave it a black gun, looks really cool. The nice fine details, the clear roof that the original T-Rex was crashing through trying to eat the kids, all the fine detail, the paint, it looks amazing. And then to top it all off, you take those two really good figures and you put it in a very fancy box, pretty much homaging that famous scene when the T-Rex broke out of its, I guess we could call it its enclosure at nighttime. And it even has a little cardboard upside down Autobot JP93 for the diorama of the box itself. It's one of those cases of you get it mint in box and you go, do you want to take it out of the box because it looks so great in the box? I had the same problem with the Transformers Street Fighter Chun-Li Ken 2-pack, which was the Hot Rod and the RC that transformed into Chun-Li and Ken. In the box, it looked so cool because it has it in the poses of the moves and everything. And you just want to own two of them just because even in the box, it looks great. And that's very rare with Transformers. Usually, like, they don't look great in the box. You usually want to open it up and enjoy it. But this looks really nice just the way everything's being pulled off here. I'm very, very excited with what I see here. The information they give, essentially not much. They just say, you know, the Autobot JP93 comes with a blaster accessory, and, you know, Jurassic Park inspired packaging. They talk about the steps, that the T-Rex is 27 steps and the Explorer is 18. Not really anything, you know, new that's being mentioned here about this collaboration. Let's talk about the price. So it's $104.99, Amazon exclusive, at least initially. It probably will show up in retailers afterwards. It's probably just a deal with Amazon where they could just get it initially like that. At $104, now we have to ask ourselves, like, how much is going on here in terms of value for an individual? Because when you think about what the current MSRP really is for a lot of things, and when you're talking prices especially, like right now, your Kingdom Leader Class Megatron, if you bought it off shelves right now, is essentially $50. That's what your Megatron, it's $49.97 at Walmart if you found a Kingdom Megatron. And then this JP here, some people are saying it might be a Voyager, like a large Voyager, excuse me, a large Deluxe or a small Voyager. I'm going to say it's probably going in that Voyager direction, right? So if you take $50 and the current MSRP of the average Voyager, which is $29.97, so let's say $30, you know, that pretty much takes you at least up to $80. So then people would have to ask themselves, where does that extra $24 come from? Probably licensing, probably the big fancy box. I mean, again, assuming that this Autobot JP93 Ford Explorer is a completely original tooling, and it's going to be something that we're going to only see maybe in this release, then I think that's where it comes from. That's what it is. It's the licensing of Jurassic Park, not to mention that Hasbro doesn't even have the licensing to the Jurassic Park toy brand right now. That's a Mattel thing. They used to have it back in the day. I think there's just a lot of little things that lead to why it costs what it costs. And I think it's going to do very well. I'm very curious over the next couple of days what the sales numbers will be on Amazon, which will then be able to track, because Amazon's really good with that, letting us know how well something sells in its division. And I'm really curious to see how well this will do. I really do. This is going to be very fascinating to see because there's so much more potential to do stuff with the Jurassic Park brand with all the stuff that we have with dinosaurs coming in the near future. So, and not to mention what we have of molds already. So right now, again, $104.99, expects to ship out on November 1st, 2021. Pre-orders are up now. It is not sold out, thank goodness. And it looks great. It looks really, really good. I don't know what else to say, really. I'm just really impressed with what I see. And I think that they made the right call with the choices of characters and designs and stuff. I just still have a question about that T-Rex head sculpt and what's going on there. That's the only mystery I'm taking away from all of this. Looks amazing. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm super excited about it. I'm very tempted to pre-order this. I'm going to wait it out a little bit, but at the same time, just because it's a little overpriced compared to what the MSRP should be. I understand the little, mingling that's going on in terms of licensing and the engineering of the toy, but I'm going to think about it, but it still looks pretty awesome. I mean, this is something that I hate to say it. If I do get it, I might not even open it just because of how great it looks in the box. But I know that's sacrilege, but man, it looks really good. Let me know what you think. This is pretty hype. What a great Transformer Tuesday.